Hey guys, welcome to our Keynotes. In this video, I'm going to show you how to download XAMPP, install, and how to configure the same. So to begin with, first you have to log on to this website, apachefriends.org. This is the official site to download XAMPP. Basically, XAMPP stands for cross-platform or multi-platform. X means, and A is for Apache server, and M is for MariaDB, and P is for PHP, and then the second P is for Perl. So it has got all these things together. All right. So now you can see that XAMPP for Windows, and it is available for Linux and for Mac. So you can download this 8.2.0 version, and which comes around 148 MB. So here I have already downloaded 8.1.12. So let me just double click and start the installation process. So once you do that, so you will get an error, basically a warning like this. So you have to fix something in UAC. Okay, let's do that. So just press Windows button and R in your keyboard and type msconfig. Click on OK. So it opens a system configuration for you, and under Tools tab, just go to Change UAC settings over here, and then click on the Launch button. So if you click on this Launch button, and basically this blue button will be here, and you have to just drag it down to the bottom and over here and click on OK. That's it. So we are done with this, and then you can begin with the installation steps. Click OK and OK. So now we can start with the setup. So you can, these are all the default things where all these servers and different programming languages will get selected. Let's install everything, and because we're gonna use Tomcat for JDBC and all later on. So initially it goes with this folder C and XAMPP. If your folder is not empty, which means that if you have installed it earlier, then if you try to uninstall and reinstall, then you will be getting this kind of warning. So it means my folder is not empty, my folder is already there. So let's go to C drive, and you can see that XAMPP, and there is nothing. A few empty folders will be there. So let's delete this. Just do shift delete, and that's it, gone. And you can refresh once. Okay, so over here I'm going to continue with the same location next. So now there is no problem, and the default language is English, and you can start with. So now your setup begins. Okay, now you can see that the installation is successful, and I'm going to open the control panel now. So let the control panel get opened. Yeah, here you can see that. So Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, and Tomcat server got installed. Let us start Apache server and MySQL database. So as of now, I don't see any problem over here. In case if MySQL or Apache server is not getting started, then the thing is, sometimes it shows that there is an error. Port number is occupied or something like that. So those error messages will be displayed in red color of text. So in that case, if Apache is not getting started, so you have to go to config, and you have to go to the first option, that is Apache http d.config, and here you can see that you have to just change the port number. Basically that it was 80 is the port number, default port number. You can change it as 808 or 8080. So you have to do the same in two places, because you can use find and replace. Let's find 80. So this is the one place where you have to change the port number, and over here let us find. And in case if you So wherever you find 80, you have to change it to 808 over here. The localhost server name should be 808 or 8080, something like that. You can change. Fine. So once you have done with the changes, you have to save it. Then you try to start the Apache server. It will get started. All right. The same case we'll be following for MySQL server. If this particular port number don't works, then you have to go to config and my.ini. Again, you have to edit. Here, the port number will be 3306 by default. You can change this one to 3307 or 3308, something like that. So wherever the port number is 3306, see over here it is 3306, and then even here it is 3306. You have to change it in two places. All right. So, and rest everything is fine. And then you have to save the file, then you can start. All right. So this is the entire thing which you have to keep in mind in case if you get errors over here. Now let's get started with the database. I'm going to click this admin. The main purpose of using Apache server is that it will display your a database in a browser basically. So that is the responsibility of this particular server as of now. And you can see that it is getting loaded. Localhost PHPMyAdmin. In case if you have changed the default port number, here the port number is 80, right? So if you have changed the port number, Apache port number to 808 or 8080 or whatever it may be, then you have to change here like colon, and then you have to write 808 or 8080, whatever you have changed. Fine. So if you don't change anything, if you have kept the default one, then no need to change anything. Else, then you have to put it, colon and 8080 or whatever you have changed, you have to mention it here. And then you have to enter so that you will get this one. As of now, I'm getting it because I have not changed the port number. All right. So to create a database, and that I'll post it in the next video. So this is the entire configuration which is required for XAMPP. All right, I hope that it is clear. Also, if you want to work in a shell, just click on this, and you can work in command prompt. So this is here, you'll be having some GUI, and over here, what you have to do is to activate this MySQL space -u, the -u, and then space. The default username is root, so you have to say root. That's it. So, and it says that welcome to MariaDB monitor, and now you can begin with your SQL queries. I hope this is clear.